Andrew, how are you feeling ahead of your comeback game?
Yeah, feeling good. Yeah, it's obviously been a long time since I last played, but I'm looking forward to just getting on with it. It's an important game. Obviously playing against the team we beat in the grand final last year, and it's just another game. They've been really good last week against a quality side like Richmond, and we're just looking forward to get out there. And we played well against them in the past, and looking forward to showing our stuff on the big stage again.
Have you had this game circled in the calendar for some time, Gaffy?
Oh yeah, obviously knew when I was available to play, and I think it's been about 8 months now. So definitely sort of given me a bit of added inspiration, knowing that time frame of playing again. But for me, I'm just, as I said before, just looking forward to getting on with it and playing with the boys again. I haven't been able to do that for a while, which has been tough. But as we've all seen, the competition's so tight now. We can't afford to drop games, and we've seen how good Brisbane were after we lost to them last week, and we know how good Collingwood are, and it seems like they've gone to another level this year. They've got Elliott, obviously Beams over from Brisbane, and Darcy Moore's playing really well as well, who are 3 guys that win in their grand final team. So we know it's going to be tough, but we feel like the boys played really well on the weekend after disappointing first up effort.
It's Collingwood.
It's part of the last 8 months.
Oh, no doubt, it's hard not to think about it. Yeah, but that's the way it goes, and all my doing. But that's all right. It's looking forward to getting out there, and it's been really good this pre-season, just knuckling down, and it's been great to see the commitment from the guys that aren't just satisfied with how well they did in the last Saturday of September. They all came back really wanting to improve, and that's given guys like myself, Nick Nat, Brad Shepherd, Brendan Archie, all those guys that played a few games last year for us. It's given us a bit of added inspiration to really put our best foot forward coming back to season 2019.
No such thing as a low-key return, is there? It's Collingwood grand final rematch, MCG, Saturday night football. Did you want it to be low-key, or you didn't really get your wish if you did?
Oh no, it doesn't matter. No, just looking forward to playing again, and it could have been anywhere. That's just the way it goes, and yeah, looking forward to getting out there.
Do you expect the Collingwood players at all to maybe have a jibe at you, or have a bit of a crack on the lip sort of thing? Do you reckon they'll be good on the mouth? Oh,
maybe. Yeah, who knows? It doesn't really bother me, and that's just the way it goes. I can't control what they do, and I just want to contribute to hopefully the team winning on Saturday night. It sounds boring, but it's pretty simple for me to be around those guys and continue what they did last Saturday night against GWS.
Are you relieved that after the 8 months you said all the training and everything, that finally you do though get the chance to actually play a game of footy that counts?
Oh, definitely, yeah, no doubt. It's especially these last couple of weeks, it's a bit tougher. You do the whole pre-season with everyone and play the JLT matches, and then for the last 2 weeks you kind of do stuff separate to the group, which is only natural for the position I'm in, and just looking forward to running 14, 15 Ks with 29 other blokes, as opposed to basically with a couple of other boys returning from injury.
Andrew, missed out in the premiership last year, and then has that fueled you through the pre-season, or is it something that you've tried to sort of work out from a motivation perspective?
A combination of both of those things. Yeah, no doubt it makes me even more keen to be a part of that, but there's absolutely no guarantees that we are going to get back to that spot. It doesn't mean because we won last year that we're any more of a chance to do it this year. But as I said before, it's seeing the guys come back in good shape. You can understand if they were a little bit more relaxed after winning, after we won the premiership in 2018. I could understand that, but they've really made a full commitment to improve, and it's given me motivation, and hopefully the guys that did play. A little bit of their extra motivation is to sort of help us guys that weren't able to get there, hopefully get there one day.
How big were your teammates through that last part of last year when you were sitting on the sidelines, and obviously a big day that you would have loved to have been part of? How were your teammates through that part for you?
Yeah, really good. Yeah, I'm sure they probably didn't know how to act towards me at times, and me the same, and it's a big part of being around them all the time, but then also letting them focus on what they needed to throughout an important time, which is the final series in September of the year. So They were really good. Coach was really supportive, and especially over the summer as well. When you're away from the club for 8 weeks and you don't have too much contact with everyone, it's been really good that everyone kept in touch throughout a period where I obviously think about it more throughout that time.
Yeah,
How long?
the decision to resign in the last year, obviously a lot of factors go into that, but how much influence was about the incident and not sort of wanting to front up and face up to that and sort of stick out the tough times here? How much was that an influence?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a combination of a multiple range of factors. Obviously, seeing the team succeed makes me even more keen to do that here, and I think we definitely have the players to do that again. To be there and thereabouts. You obviously need a lot of luck, which we had some bad luck with certain things, but also some good luck in the end. And every team needs that to be successful. No, it wasn't just about that. A combination of factors. Obviously, a bit of family stuff going on towards the back end of that year was something I had to weigh up as well. But very content staying here. We have a great membership base, great set of fans, and looking forward to getting out there again and looking forward to being a part of the team, hopefully winning quite a few games again this year.
It's a pretty big uplift from North, we understand, on the table. How tempting was that, being a Victorian boy, as you say you had some family issues as well at the time? Yeah,
no doubt, pretty tempting. Yeah, I think a lot of things to weigh up, and it was just, I guess, that second half of the year, a lot of things happened, and it's hard to, no doubt, every day you're thinking about sort of the contract stuff and obviously what happened. But no, as I said before, very content with the decision I made, and it's when I finish football, if I'm lucky, in my early 30s, and who knows what I can do. I can do anything after that. Obviously, if anything family related pops up, I'll be back there straight away to help out a family member in need or whatever. But really enjoyed my football career to date at West Coast, and looking forward to continuing that with hopefully some even more success.
How did you deal with everything that was going on? Did you get away with your partner or something? Was there something in particular you did that helped you at that time? Or?
Yeah, we went away to Tassie and North Queensland, which is things I've done quite a bit over the last couple of years, and probably more surrounding myself with my mates, a lot of schoolmates back home in Melbourne. I probably spent a lot more time in Melbourne than I have in previous off seasons, and I guess I've really, not that you don't appreciate the support from your family and really close mates all the time, but I've gained a greater understanding of how much I appreciate the close people around me, and how they're there for me when times are tough. And I'm very, very thankful for that, and definitely put me in a good spot coming back in December and starting pre-season again.
Do you think, having been through all of that, you sort of can handle anything from here? Yeah,
I probably won't stress as much after a bad performance. I always pride myself on playing really well each week, and I think that's something it's been a real positive for me, and been a reason why I've performed pretty well over the years so far. But yeah, those little things, I guess I probably won't stress as much on, I guess, anymore.
And you said you waited up to like the back of the season, had that ongoing thoughts in the back of your mind. What was the feeling once you made a decision, signed the contract? Was it a weight lifted off your shoulders?
Yeah, definitely. I was sort of obviously losing a lot of sleep over it, and I mean, I put it on myself a bit, but you're over it being spoken about. So once it was out there, I was pretty relieved, and I was going away on holiday a few days afterwards, and it was obviously after our BNF and all that happened. So we were officially on holiday then, and was just looking forward to getting away basically as soon as possible, and enjoying those few weeks in Tassie and in North Queensland.
You seem like a pretty deep thinker, but after the grand final, you spoke about dealing with not being a part of it. How long into that summer was it actually like affecting you?
Oh no, it's no doubt a bittersweet thing. You play your whole career to play in a premiership, and hopefully I get the chance again. But as I said before, there's no guarantees, and it's to win a premiership. It's not just the 22 players that play. It's the 45 in the squad, but also all the staff that put so much effort into it. So it's a whole collective premiership, and I enjoyed being around the boys for the next week afterwards. But I needed to also spend some time away to actually figure out my contract situation, because I think a week after the granny we had our BNF, and it was sort of over that weekend, the Saturday, Sunday, where I made the decision to stay at West Coast. So I needed a couple of days to clear my head, and then eventually make the decision I did.
Was it good to shake Andy Brayshaw's hand a few weeks back before the game?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I think it was a good thing for the both of us. Obviously ran forward Derby again, but I think it was a positive thing. I can't unfortunately. I wish I could take it back what happened, but it's great to see that he's played both the games so far and seems to be playing really well, and had a really good JLT series as well. So it's great that he's fit and playing well, and I hope he has a really good year this year.
And have you seen the incident back, and if you have seen it, what sort of the emotions, I guess, that come back from your point of view?
Oh no, I mean, apart from the tribunal stuff, I see it, and I don't think I'm too keen to see it, and I'm sure probably Andrew's the same, and just looking forward to getting on with it, and I'm sure it'll be talked about every now and again, but I can't change that, unfortunately, and can only keep moving forward.
You All-Australian last year. Hope that now that a lot of this stuff's being parked, that this year your performance can be just as good as last year as well?
Yeah, I hope so, and that's the positive stuff that I take from last year was that 2018 was probably my best football year, and I improved in a lot of areas which I'm really proud at, and continuing to over the off season it was really positive, and the pre-season side to knuckle down and keep improving on a few other things. So the football side of things is something that I guess over the off season that spurred me to be positive about about the year, and then moving forward to 2019.
Dom Sheed's been so good in your absence and in that role. What do you sort of see for the two of you going forward from here, and what's the role that you will play again?
And me and Simo will chat about that. But there's no doubt that we can definitely play on the same side and both play really well together. He's been great since he came in, and he's continued that the 4 games if we include the JLT series this year. He's been really good, and to do something similar to what we did last year, we need guys, every guy improving, and he's one guy that's definitely improved, and it's pretty obvious for everyone to see so far.
Gaffy, I don't think when you signed the actual length of your contract was publicised. Is there a reason for that? Can you tell us exactly how long your contract is? It
was just one of those things. I was pretty keen to sort of tell everyone I've committed to re-sign, but yeah, it's a long-term deal, and I've loved the 9 years I've been at the footy club now, and I'm moving over from Melbourne at age 18, and it's a great footy club. It's been very successful, so hoping to be a bit more part of some more success.
Would you like to be a long-term player for the contract and staying here for the rest of your career? Yeah,
and I think that's one of the reasons why I decided to stay. It means a lot to me to play at West Coast, and they put a lot of time and effort into me and my football career, but also outside of football career. So keen to sort of repay the faith that they've given me, and as we've seen over the years, not too many people head back home from West Coast. So it's good to help them out when I can.
Pretty amazing shift from round 1 to round 2 from the team perspective. What was it like internally between the 2 rounds?
Yeah, we were really disappointed after round 1 against Brisbane, and no doubt it was slippery, and people might have thought that was the reason for a poor performance. But we've been practicing for those slippery conditions for a long time, well before round 1 started, and I felt like we didn't work hard enough, but we really performed really well against GWS, and we saw how good they were against Essendon, and a lot of quality mids in Cornelia and Whitfield, who were still really good on the weekend, but we had a big lift from the midfield that needed to make amends. But we see how tight the season is. We saw how good Brisbane were against North again yesterday, and they're going to be very hard to beat from now on. So it's amazing how the fortunes differ across the comp from round 1 and round 2.
Yeah, there wouldn't be many who would not have expected you to return as soon as your suspension is up. What are the conversations like with Simo in terms of locking in your spot for this week? What did you have to tick off, and how do those conversations go?
Oh no, there's no guarantee that I'll be back. I haven't chatted with Simo this week. It's obviously pretty early in the week, but we'll have those chats over the next 1 or 2 days, and yeah, I guess there's a few different things to figure out, different roles, whether things change or whether things stay the same before I was out, but these things will get sorted out during the middle of the week.
You played obviously AFL and the 2 JLT games, but is there any mental barrier left for you at their night should you get picked, but just to go out there and prove to yourself again, like this is exactly as it was sort of thing? Or?
Oh no. I think it was a good thing for me to play AFLX, and you really enjoyed playing the JLT games and being a part of, I guess, game day with the boys again. But no, I don't see it as something I just got to get over. I'm keen to get on with it. Hopefully, contribute to a team win. It sounds pretty simple, but as I've said, the competition's so tight, and Collingwood are a really good team. If I can contribute to the team playing well, then that's exactly what I want.
They're a pretty daunting prospect at the moment, the Pies. Midfield's powerful, in addition to guys like Williams. Daunting for you guys?
I mean, every team is a challenge, and no doubt Collingwood's probably the best team in the comp at the moment. And as I said before, with Darcy Moore, Elliott, and obviously Baines from Brisbane coming in, they're a much better side, and we need to be a much better side than we were on grand final day last year to be competitive and then win. But we feel like we took a step forward on the weekend against a really good GWS midfield, but no doubt against their fans at the G, it's going to be tough. But we proved twice last year by beating them at the G that we don't have any fears about the ground or the game, but we need to be definitely towards our best.
Any idea how Danny Cripps pulled up?
Pulled up pretty well from what I know. He would have played probably 60, 70 minutes in the waffle on the weekend, as well as Will Schofield, who played his first game in a while. And I guess it'll be up to Simo and the coaching staff to decide whether those 2 guys are available straight away or whether they might need another week or 2 in the waffle.
After this weekend, you obviously played the Dockers in a derby. Does that game hold any significance other than a normal derby for you, given nothing's transpired last year? Or?
No. I mean, it's just another game for me. We played in the second JLT match and we shook hands and that. So looking forward to getting on with it and hopefully contributing.